This is Richard Fowler. I'm John Kilpatrick with Oklahoma Aikido, Louisville, Kentucky, USA. And so what we're looking at today is we're looking at the 31 count kata, and where we left off with it is that we left off with, we did strike 5 and 6, then we came around here 7 and 8. So at this point then we want to turn around and defend ourselves from somebody coming behind us. And my take on this is that you don't know that somebody's coming behind, but you just want to cover yourself to be sure. And the way Saito does this, he just stands here and turns and comes to about here. And then he parries an attack coming in, and then he's coming and smashing the hand and stabbing. And what I've just attacked somebody here, and I don't like just standing here and turning around. And even if he moves back when I come through here, I'm just standing here for him to stab me. And that just doesn't, that seems like a good way to die for me. So I want to point out a couple of things here that Saito does that I think are very good. And one of them is that he strikes here, and this would be 7. He strikes 7, then he comes around and strikes 8. And to make this sweep around, he has his hand behind the jo. To me, this is a very weak strike, and I guess you're really just clearing people away. But you want to make it as strong as you can. If you're holding here with your thumb and you actually hit anything, it's likely to knock the jo out of your hand. So you have your hand behind the jo, and he brings the jo back here. He just finished his strike here. He brings the jo back in order to get more power in this sweep. So these are two important points. Bring the jo back, and then have your hand behind the jo. And then what he does that I don't like is he just stands in place as he comes around. So what I want to do on this is that I've just struck here. This would be number 8. And then for number 9, as I swing around, I'm going to step in the direction my swing starts. And then I'm going to come on around and bring the other foot back. So my jo, from a guy attacking me from behind, my jo is moving in one direction and my body's moving in the other direction. Well, people, when you've got weapons, people naturally pay attention to your weapons. And so I'm going to be moving myself off of the line of attack in one direction, and I'm going to be bringing the jo onto the line of attack from the other direction. And what I'm trying to do, and then where he stops here and parries, so he doesn't have what he's doing is standing here, and then he stabs at me, and then he's trying to parry this blow that's coming at him. Well, that's a very different logic than leading. And my logic is get out of there and lead him astray. So what we're going to do is, I've just struck here. I'm going to bring this jo back for a powerful strike. I've got my hand behind it. I'm going to step in the direction I'm swinging and bring this around, and this foot comes back. I've got the jo back here to pull him in. He comes in, I smash his hands from below, come in here, smash it from above, and change hands and stab. And so this would be, this is that whole sequence. So the sequence is, I'm here, this is 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that is the whole sequence. That's the way I like to do this sequence of strikes. Probably before I quit, let me show you this from the front angle. So when I've just done strike 8, I pull the Joe back for 9, and what Saito is doing, and I'm not picking on Saito, everybody does this. He's just standing here, so he's still in the same place, parrying a blow coming in, and then making this move. And what I'm doing is I've just struck here. This would be 8. I pull this back. Now I step over here so that I've moved off the line of attack and pull him in. Then I'm coming up and striking into him from this position.